And welcome back, everyone. Ellington here, and here we are back with Hogwarts Legacy, and we are back with Garrett Ellington, the character I created for this game. Welcome back, and I hope you guys are ready for a good time, good fun time here. I'm excited, to be honest with you. The first episode was very, very exciting. Oh, hey, it's Peeves. Peeves is a poltergeist. He's a, annoying
Which way is
person.
the common room?
Annoying ghost figure thing. So right now we have, if you haven't seen episode 1, that was covering the entire intro. This is now, we're into the castle. We've done our sorting ceremony. We were sorted into Gryffindor. Now we're back in the Gryffindor common room.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon fruit, like that poor man from...
Introduce yourself to Cressida, Gareth, and Nellie. Alright, so first let's do... Who's this person? Okay, so Nellie. Talk!
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello.
Well,
Don't mind
hello.
me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Interesting.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yeah, apparently not everybody knows about the dragon. We'll just go,
Yes,
it's true.
Our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe
Crikey.
it. How thrilling. And also terrifying. Anyway,
Yeah, it
you've
was a little
certainly brought some
terrifying.
Much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Nice to meet you. What are people saying about my travels here? Not afraid of heights, are you?
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage.
Yeah, attacking
like
a
that.
carriage, that's
Not
a little
enough meat in a
crazy.
carriage, I'd think.
I mean, George made a nice little meal, it seems.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common
Too
room or
soon.
when you
Poor George.
stay
I'm
in the
sorry.
next tower.
I'm sorry, George.
You never know. Bye for now.
Bye for now. Okay, nice to meet you. See you later. So who's this person? This, I
That's
assume,
not
is
right.
Cressida? Yep,
I really thought
Cressida.
I had it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not
This kind of looks
working?
like, she makes me think of Moaning Myrtle.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
The spectacles,
Pleasure to meet you,
the
Cressida.
freckles, the hair. I don't know, she just gives
Splendidly
me,
theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last
definitely
evening.
gives me,
Made it in by
Moaning
the
Myrtle
skin of your
vibes.
teeth. Is it true
This is long
that you're
before
Professor
Moaning Myrtle,
Figg's
though.
protege?
Yeah, I've studied with
I'm
him.
not sure I'd say that, but I did a study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Nope,
Is that
not
what
at
you were
all.
trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
It's because most magic, most people in this part of the world have to use a wand for casting. Typically, it is pretty rare and usually requires a very powerful spellcaster to use wandless magic. So, some good examples are people like Voldemort and Dumbledore. Perhaps you just need a
little
bit more
will
practice.
do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one? I'm just going to keep at it.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
And if you don't
I
get it
was.
just right,
The same
the
thing
results
applies
can be, shall
for
we say,
nonverbal casting and
awkward.
wandless casting.
Once,
They both
I tried to
usually
cast
are
the
something that are
pulse
reserved for
non-verbally on a goblin in the Great
very
Hall and
powerful
ended up
witches and
launching
wizards.
Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into
I
his
was talking about
face.
wandless before,
He
but the
was
same thing
not
applies
happy.
for nonverbal casting.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice
Unless
to meet you,
this game
Cressida.
is like
You as well.
retconning some
Enjoy
stuff,
your
which is
first
very
day.
possible just given how the Harry Potter world has evolved due to things like Pottermore. They could be very well that they are retconning that and making nonverbal and wandless casting a little less.
Sure, you don't
Rare?
want to try it?
Brewed it myself.
Gareth. Well, gosh, there's Gareth Weasley and a
Uh-oh.
Garrett
You're the new 5th year.
Ellington.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it
Apparently
true that
everybody
someone
knows
from the
about it.
Ministry was with you in the carriage.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they're not with us
Friend of
anymore,
Professor
though.
Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons.
Yeah, especially when they're
Again,
controlled
very glad
by
you're here.
nasty
Thank you,
goblins.
Gareth. So am I.
Goddamn
Are
gobbos.
you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Must be
Does
awkward.
having your aunt here make things difficult?
I feel like it probably would
Most
be a
people
little
assume I
odd, a
can't get
little
into
awkward.
trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest.
Yeah,
Still, she means
that was
well,
kind of my thought.
and she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Nice meeting you,
Well, it
Gareth.
was
My
nice
name's
meeting you,
Garrett.
Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
It's a little awkward having names that close to each other. You see the piece of armor move? Look how small this. Look at. Remember what I said in episode 1 about the tiny little tunnel? Why is the tunnel so tiny? Why do I have to crouch to go into my common room? I feel like this is just counterintuitive.
Good morning.
Oh shit!
I
Hi,
trust you're
Professor
ready for
Weasley.
your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time.
Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now,
That's
in
true.
light of your
That's true.
unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind.
Try not to,
Especially
Professor.
as you'll be expected to complete your
Oh
OWLs
Jesus!
at
Got my
the end
owls
of
at
the
the
year.
end of the year.
OWLs. Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary
to ensure your success. Whoops! I didn't mean to skip that. That's my bad.
Here you are.
Spellbook. It explodes. Cool. Got it. What the fuck is happening right now?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year.
This is
You
gonna
will
be tough
advised
because
to
you got
take full
4
advantage
years of
this
learning to catch up
exceptionally
with here,
valuable resource.
and apparently it just disappears. Get
Thank
fucked.
you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have.
Yeah,
Walk
that would
with
be
me
nice.
and we shall put it to the test.
Okay, we're gonna walk with Professor
This way.
Weasley. Yep, I'm following,
The guide
Prof.
will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
There's Peeves again. It's a little of a weird rendition for Peeves. It's
I certainly would have appreciated something
definitely
like the
never
field guide
expected
when I
him
was
to
a
look
student.
or act.
Using
I
the
don't know,
guide
it's just
will
very
also
odd.
train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio.
Barufio, okay.
Simply cast Revelio on it and
Rebellio. Select. This portrait depicts the wizard Barufio, famed for his brain elixir, and as an example of what happens when incantations are improperly spoken. He once said S instead of F, and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. That sounds painful, honestly, and I would not suggest it for anyone. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. Okay, this is your wizarding level, XP earned. Field guide tracks your current challenge progress. So discover field guide pages around the world.
keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that. Inside
Okay.
and outside of the castle.
There's a cat.
Revelio.
Oh, nothing there. But we're gonna encounter. We're gonna mess with the cat. Oh, look at the cute little kitty. Tell me in the comment section, are you a dog person or a cat person? Or, because we're playing Harry
No time
Potter,
to
an
waste.
owl
Classes to
person?
attend.
For me, I gotta go dog. Though I don't know if there's a thing to pick your animal, but
good
I will
timing.
probably go
Perfect
owl
opportunity
in
to
this
show you how to
game.
use
I don't
field
know.
frames to get around a bit
Guess we're about to
quicker.
find out.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle.
Open up and
it
find
up and
Central Hall.
Hall.
Open map. Find in main areas. South wing. Okay, we're going to travel to Central Hall.
And
Load
here we are.
screen.
Quite the time saver.
That is
These
very
stairs
helpful.
lead directly to Central Hall.
Look at that statue down there. That's very cool. Okay, we're going to
You can get
follow
almost
Professor
anywhere in the
Weasley.
castle quickly from Central
Professor
Hall.
Weasley looking mighty dapper, I must say, so I love the
Oh, there's
embellishment on the
something
coat
happening
that
here.
she's wearing.
It's
Very
the
cool,
heart
very
of the
cool.
hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
It's a unicorn.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and
Charms and Defense
Defense
Against the Dark
classes
Arts.
today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies
Yeah, I
you lost on the
probably
way
should
here.
go get the supplies that I lost.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect.
Spells, charms,
Spells,
jinxes.
charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard.
And
and
a
a
talented
talented
teacher. Okay, we're going to just
Thank
thank
you,
you, there,
Professor Weasley.
Professor.
A lot to absorb on your first day.
And you have,
and you have
much,
much
to
to
learn.
Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at
Oh
least
yeah,
showing
we
you the
definitely
basics.
got into that
You did,
Revelio
Professor.
spell
He's been
on the way here.
terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We're gonna
I'm sorry,
keep it.
Professor, but I'm
We're gonna
afraid that's
keep
all there
it
is to it.
down low
Hmm.
here.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
I wonder why. Oh,
Speak
look
of
at
the
speak of the devil.
Professor Fig.
Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah,
Well, yeah.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Hell yeah, we do.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a
You chose to
dragon.
fly in the back.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor.
Oh man.
Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on
wonder
you,
what
Professor Fig, to
she
explain the
teaches? Maybe
details of the field
Transfiguration?
guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Well, bye.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Wow,
Yes,
no
Professor.
pressure.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Would love that. It would be really cool to go go explore Hogsmeade.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes,
I would agree.
Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained.
I hope so.
Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map?
What
Unfold it and have a
clever
look.
enchantment do you have in store? This symbol represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell or level requirements. New spells can be earned by completing professors' assignments or as quest rewards. Defense against the dark arts and charms. We'll do defense against the dark arts.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly
I sure
helpful.
hope so, because
Thank you.
Hogwarts,
Now,
if you know
sounds
anything
like
from the
you've quite
books,
a day
is a
ahead. What with
maze,
classes
especially
and a
with
trip
like
to Hogsmeade for
the
supplies, including your
traveling
golden wand.
staircases
You'll
and
enjoy
stuff
Mr.
like that.
Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to
My
master
survival
within
would
these walls.
probably have an impact, you know. Let's go back to our field guide here. Gear. What do we have in our inventory? Nothing. Our gear. I know we unlocked some stuffs just by the... Yeah, no thanks. Sorry, I have a brain fart here. The package that I bought when I bought the game, but it looks like we don't have access to those things as of yet. Let's go back to the field guide, sorry. Map, quests, collections. Oh, so these are... Aha! Okay, I see. Alright, we're going to... Okay, that was awkward. We're going to Defense Against the Dark Arts. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit that. Sorry. Looks like we go up and left. I'm intrigued because I'm pretty sure Defense Against the Dark Arts was usually in the Wait, no, that's potions. Never mind, sorry. That's right. It is cool. It still has the skeleton up in the ceiling. It's 100% another Weasley. Sallow. Sebastian Sallow.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull.
No,
It
this
was a
is
token from the Great Poacher Raid of
Defense
1878.
Against the Dark
No doubt
Arts
you've heard of
curse.
it.
that Voldemort
Now,
put on
you
the
may
position.
be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Knowledge. It's a cool dragon.
To the wise, age
Might have
matters
PTSD
very
after what
little.
happened.
Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember.
Levioso.
Levioso. A levitation charm?
Wingardium Leviosa.
A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Oh, so he's a Pruitt. But
One
he
thing
definitely
I've
looks like
learned as an
Weasley.
unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay, something small. Okay, so it's this thing in where we have to like follow our mouse. That was a lot easier. It's like an upside down 5.
Levioso.
I don't know why they're like. Pretty sure the spell is Wingardium Leviosa.
Now, let's try something a little
Once again, it
larger.
seems like they're retconning to Leviosa, something easier, shorter. Now that we've learned the spell, it's probably just going to have us press a button to cast it, rather than do the little, like, mouse thing. Wingardium Leviosa.
Let us begin.
It's
with the basic cast.
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, good. Well done.
So you can't press 2 for Leviosa and then click
Very
to
good.
use your
But the
attack
best
charm.
way to practice is by dueling.
Oh.
We'll start with you
Oh,
two.
yeah.
Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair
Right,
duel,
Dick.
using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. This should be easy.
Ah,
How's the view? Stupid wonder. Excellent.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a
no,
good
it's
learner.
called I got a lot of training on the way to Hogwarts, you know what I mean? Real
Not
world
bad for a
training.
beginner. You give as good as you get.
I hope so. Probably wouldn't have survived on the way here if I didn't.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
How
Thank
many
you,
points,
Professor Haggard.
Professor?
Glad to have the
How
opportunity
many points to
practice.
Gryffindor?
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my
Not
students.
so much pressure,
They
okay?
are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Kettle of
Understood,
Grindylows.
Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing
Grindylows
wherever
are
you
an
can.
underwater creature.
Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well
Little
done. today.
small,
I shall reach out
sprightly
soon with
things.
additional
Not sprightly
assignments.
things. I'm trying to think how to describe them.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one
Woohoo!
day. Class is dismissed.
Speak with Sebastian. Oh, hey,
work.
Sebastian, how you doing,
I
buddy?
enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Not our first duel, but, you know.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Oh, shit.
Fair
Maybe those are
enough.
cockier than I
You're
meant.
only an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing. I'm definitely
Exclusive
intrigued by
and
that.
unsanctioned.
Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library. You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Interesting.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower
Luke
entrance.
and Brattleby clock
if
tower.
You're interested.
Got it. Alright,
Till
so
next
we are going to go do charms, and then we're probably going to end the video after that. Wait, why is it... Where's my charm? Okay. Maybe it's just... Okay, it's just automatically having me go there. Cool. 15 house points. Woohoo! We're champs! So, as you can see, for 1, we have Lumos. For 2, we have Levioso. And then, of course, our charm, or like attack charm, is just the click button. Going upstairs to our charms class. Eddie Cleaver.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Begin quest. So now we're in charms.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So
she
you
goes
are
by
the new
Natty.
student.
Natsai Onai.
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
I guess I don't get to answer that question.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms.
Oh, I could already tell I'm
going
gonna
to
like
be
this
a
guy.
crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517.
517.
Before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone?
No.
Anyone? Hmm?
That's a negatory, Ghost Rider.
I am afraid it is too late to start.
Oh, that's rude. How, like, what?
Hmm. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Obliviate is the spell that wipes
Do you
memories.
even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
No, no I don't, because I'm new here.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of
Yes, we
review.
are in dire need
Everyone
of
get into pairs and take positions on opposite
Oh
sides
my
of the classroom.
man.
Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only
Should
one
be
book
the
will
spell
be needed per
Accio
partnership,
here.
Miss Dale, thank you. Get into place now.
Accio Spellbook. Okay, so we're going... So the spell, like, quirkiness gets a little bit easier as you go. It was a little awkward at
not
first, but yeah, it gets a little bit
You are a
easier once you
swift
kind of
learner.
figure out how you're
I
supposed
see
to
a
do
lot of
it.
potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice.
Keep at it.
Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
Maybe.
Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you
That
all
was
seem
quick
to have
and
the
easy.
basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air.
Okay, we're going outside.
After me.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-bum. Target lock is an effective tool. Yes, it is.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree.
Wouldn't know.
So, What better than a
I
bit
like
of
if they sit
sport
there and they talk
to
about
put our
Quidditch all
prowess
this
with the
after
summoning charm
they
to the test,
won't let you play
right?
it, which is absolute bullshit. I really, really, really hope that is something that they add into this game at some point. Because it's my least favorite part.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Oh, of course, put me on the spot.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Accio. Now, think of this. That's
Nope,
it.
too much.
Happens to the best of us. Excellent.
Oh, you have to hit it again. Damn it. I'm just like, I was holding the key and then letting go of it, but you have to, looks like you have to hit it twice. So, hit the key. Hit the key. There we go. That's my bad. Sorry, I suck.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai,
course.
would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are
Okay, so
playing
I'm blue.
red.
Blue
Clear?
stones.
Yes, sir.
Looks like she goes first.
Be sharp.
Damn. Look at the dejected stance, and it's like, oh my god. Oh, stop! Here, we're going to set up here. We're going to drag it towards us. Keep going! Oh, yes!
Well done. Let us see this.
Oh, she's gonna block me. You jackass. No, she's not. So I've got room right here. Too much. Too much. Too little? Just enough. Like a glove.
Remarkable.
We aren't playing on normal. Just remember that. You know what I mean? Okay, what's next?
Let us make this a bit more interesting.
Okay, so it looks like we have one more game, maybe? 2 more games? I don't know. Oh, now there's shit in the way. Okay.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
So it's a timing
Chatter,
thing.
focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this.
So we're gonna need to get it right after it
That
goes
is how it's done.
past. Ah, too early. Damn it.
That's it.
Did exactly what I needed to do, except that I let go a little too early and fell short. But so did she. Okay, so that's okay. If I can catch this in the 50, then we will be tied. Okay, we're gonna wait a sec. Stop. Yeah. Okay, now we need one more.
Be sharp.
Just watch our blocks. Okay, so if I can get the 50, I can win this. Stop! 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 No!
Brilliant.
Woo! Right on the line. Talk about by the edge of your
Very good,
skinny
both of
skin,
you.
your
Well
chinny
done.
chin chin. Hair on your chinny chin chin. Whatever the saying is. All right, if this is the end of the Charms class, we're probably going to end this here. And
Class is
then we'll
dismissed.
move
Gather
on
your things
to
on
the
the way
next
out.
episode after this. See what happens. There's probably a little bit of
Good
like
game
RP
back
that
there.
needs to happen.
I must admit, I think I underestimated you.
Yeah, you did.
Took me
Natty,
weeks
you
to
did.
become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
So she transferred. Glad you
That's
understand.
good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before
Wagadu.
my 4th year. My
believe
mother
that's the
received an
school
offer to
in
teach
Africa.
divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda
Yep,
and were
Uganda,
halfway
so-
around the world at a new school in a new country.
How big is Wagadu?
Much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic
Largest
is the largest
wizarding school in the world.
school in the world.
Very
yes,
interesting.
Bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me.
She's like,
It always felt
duh.
like home.
What does it look like?
Is Wagadu
I am
a
intrigued.
castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon.
Mountains of the Moon.
It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside.
That's cool. That's cool.
I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is the magic the
This may
same?
seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
That's
You
incredible.
can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one
Quite.
is without
I
their
would.
wand.
Yeah, it's probably
I
convenient.
must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Thank you for
It's
telling
nice
me
to
about
learn
Wagadu.
about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him
Oh,
waiting.
well, let's go talk to him,
Until
and
next
then
time.
we will finish up here.
Of course.
A word,
can
if
use
you would.
Accio on
Yep.
humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
I had no expectations.
An outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
It was
What
pretty cool, though.
charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss
House
Onai
points?
is
Come on,
always
house
a
points.
fierce
Give me some house
competitor,
points.
though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me
A
soon.
look on the wall. I'm
regarding
looking at
a
yeah,
special
Petrificus
assignment
Totalis,
that I am preparing for you.
Protego. You've got Alohomora. Very cool. All right, so we are going to go ahead and save here. How do I get to? It's probably in settings. Save game. All right, and that is going to be it for today's episode of Hogwarts Legacy, following the studious learning of Garrett Ellington. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.